Selena reveals Justin Bieber is the reason she can't date anyone else. Selena is grateful that a white-knuckle ride is over. It's dangerous to stay in a victim mentality, and I'm not being disrespectful. I do feel I was a victim to certain abuse. Selena talked about her past relationship with Justin. Though the relationship had its own perks, but she faced a certain kind of emotional abuse. Is it the reason that Lose You to Love Me songstress can't trust anyone else and cannot consider dating? Let's dig in and find out in today's video. Hey, welcome back to Trendy Verts, guys! In today's video, we are going to tell you how Selena reveals that Justin Bieber, who's married to Hailey Bieber now, is the reason she can't date anyone else, and what is Justin's reaction to this. Selena Gomez's relationship with Justin was a beautiful chaos, and she is glad that it's over. Last year, Selena released her album Rare, having its own aesthetic symphony because it covers all what Selena went through. In her single, Lose You to Love Me, she mentioned all that she experienced with the Bad Liar hitmaker. From the beautiful days to the worst of nights, she became stronger and bolder. It's not a hateful song. It's a song that is saying, I had something beautiful, and I would never deny that it wasn't that. It was very difficult, and I'm happy it's over. And I felt like this was a great way to just say it's done, and I understand that, and I respect that, Gomez told NPR. Selena wants to progress, and for that, she needs to come out of that phase she lived in. She released this album as a closure to her past. In an interview, she poured out her words. I had to find a way to understand it as an adult, and I had to understand the choices I was making. I'm really proud that I can say I feel the strongest I've ever felt, and I found a way to just walk through it with as much grace as possible, Gomez said. The couple dated since 2010, and in 2011, it was hard for them to cover from media eyes, so they went publicly. Jelena fans were so excited. Every move they made was being noticed. Later in 2013, they had their first breakup. Justin released a song, Bad Day. Later in 2016, there were cheating allegations. Both accused each other on Instagram, and it caused Justin to delete his account. In 2017, they finally split up for good, but people got so concerned for her, and since then, she's under everyone's watch. Recently, she was seen with a co-actor, Aaron Dominguez, and fans thought that he's her boyfriend and started to nitpick. They engaged in fault-finding. One said, Selena really went from Justin to Aaron Dominguez. We love to see the downgrade. Upon which Selena said that she didn't like how people started talking bad about her co-star, and no wonder why she's single. We had just started working together. No wonder guys don't want to date me. I think people only care because I'm young, and the older I get, the less they'll care. But for now, it's part of the job that I don't really like. And clarified that she's happily not dating anyone, but will in the future when she finds the one with all the traits she's looking for. She said, the qualities that stand out to her in terms of a potential boyfriend are confident, supportive, smart, funny, trustworthy, and reliable. But currently not dating anyone, as she says it's hard to say if the other person loves her or not. I can't meet someone and know if they like me for me. As in her recent song with DJ Snake, Selfish Love, the lyrics go like, all this time and we still got that selfish love. So she doesn't know what will happen if she starts a new relationship, as her previous one was a total wreck. Her breakup with Justin has affected her so much that she has been to rehab facility for her treatment. She was hospitalized in Tennessee for mental health care. In her 2016 Revival World Tour, she canceled the last show dates and got admitted for panic attacks, depression, and anxiety. Relationship was not the only ripple in her tank. Her mental health was all time being affected. In her interview with Vogue, she said, I knew I couldn't go on unless I learned to listen to my body and mind when I really needed help. And then I start thinking about my personal life, and I'm like, what am I doing with my life? And it becomes this spiral. While talking about her lupus, she said she had to deal with all of its side effects and needed time to focus on her mental health. As many of you know, around a year ago, I revealed that I have lupus. I've discovered that anxiety, panic attacks, and depression can be side effects of lupus, which can present their own challenges, the singer said in a statement at the time. I want to be proactive and focus on maintaining my health and happiness, and have decided the best way forward is to take some time off. She also mentioned it was hard to step into a restaurant where people were looking with sympathy. When Selena started talking about mental health issues and became more open about them, she said if she had learned about her mental health earlier on, her journey would have been different. But she found the right people and the right medication, and her life completely changed. She also used her brand, Rare Beauty, to raise awareness about mental health issues and took an initiative of delivering speeches and awareness regarding mental health in schools and colleges. She wrote in an Instagram post, "I know firsthand how scary and lonely it can feel to face anxiety and depression by yourself at a young age. If I had learned about my mental health earlier on, been taught about my condition in school the way I was taught about other subjects, my journey could have looked very different." After going through a hazardous relationship, her lupus, depression, anxiety, Selena volunteered, spending some time at Meadows. She's not considered dating at this very right moment, as she's exploring herself and focused on being and getting stronger day by day. She mentioned all about her lupus journey when she visited McLean Hospital, Boston. She talked about her depression, anxiety, and why she was facing terrors. She didn't know anything about lupus, but found great doctors who guided her and helped her through her tough time. "I sought support, and the doctors were able to give me a clear diagnosis. The moment I received that information, I actually felt equal parts of terrified and relieved. Terrified, obviously, because the veil was lifted, but relieved I finally had the knowledge of why I had suffered for so many years from depression and anxiety. I've never had full answers, awareness, or anything about this condition, so I began to face it head on." For Selena, it is so important to get the knowledge of something that bothers you and gives you a shrill to the spine. It is important to educate yourself. She is now telling her story by herself, as she says it's the right time to tell her story in the right manner. Gomez mentioned, "When I was younger, I was afraid of thunderstorms, and my mom bought me all these different books on thunderstorms, so she's like, the more that you educate yourself on this, the more you're not going to be afraid, and it completely worked, and that's kind of something that helps me big time." We hope to see her progressing and becoming stronger day by day. We are all here for you, Selena. So, what is your take on this matter? Tell us in the comments. If you want to see our upcoming videos, ring the bell icon, and don't forget to like our video as well. That's all from my side. Thanks for watching.